For lunch, we are trying these cup noodles from Japanese convenience stores. This first cup noodle is from Ippudo and it's their pork broth ramen. And this one is also a ramen from another restaurant. So this is a damdamin from a Michelin star restaurant. And this is a soba, which is also from a Michelin star restaurant, and they're both from 7-Eleven. We're gonna try the Ippudo one first. After you add the broth, you add the sesame oil. This is the dry powder. We are going to try the broth first. The broth is pretty good because you can taste the pork and black garlic flavor, but it's not as strong as the one we tried in the restaurant. Overall, I think the ramen is pretty close to the ones that you can find in the restaurant, and the pork is surprisingly good for a pre-packaged meat. Okay, I found the plum and the pork. This is the pork from this noodle. This noodle is different from the other one because this one has more condiments such as the bamboo shoots and the plum, and the type of broth was also different from the Ippudo one. I was surprised that this one came with a piece of pork too, which is pretty similar to the one from Ippudo, and these noodles are slightly thicker than the ones that we had before, so if you like chewier noodles, this one might be for you. Oh yeah, that's thick. Mix it. The amount of spice is perfect for me because you can taste the spice, but then you can also taste the other flavors of the broth, and the noodles are really thin, so it picks up a lot of the soup when you're eating it. What stands out to me in this instant ramen is that there's sesame sauce and hot oil, which mixes well, and it tastes really good together. But the downside of this one is that there aren't too many condiments. This is a special oil for this soba noodle. My first impression after opening this noodle is that the broth is clearer than all the other noodles that we tried today, and there's like a really nice aroma of the bamboo shoots and what we think is truffle oil. The one we've all been waiting for. This bowl of soba noodles was the rarest out of all the other noodles because we went to dozens of 7-Elevens and we only found one of these. My favorite part about it was the pork because it was smoky and the most tender out of the other porks.
This soba noodle also had bamboo shoots, which gave it a crunchy texture, and the clear broth was also special because it was lighter than the other ones, but it was still flavorful and tasty.